Self-driving cars have a lot of controversy behind them. Some feel they are not safe and are exposed to hacking. Although major self-driving car developers like Google and Tesla say they cannot be hacked without being connected to the cloud or internet, some people disagree. Self-driving cars would be very scary for people when they are first released. Some people will even welcome them. Michael will be talking about the cons, and I will be talking about the pros of self-driving cars.
Drivers will need some knowledge on how to operate their vehicles safely. The elderly, who may not be too tech smart, have to take courses so they can learn how to operate their cars.
Some people are naturally aggressive while on the road. 81% of car crashes are from human error. Self-driving cars have been undergoing testing on the roads of California and other states for years. There have been about 500 self-driving cars driving all day, every day. Only one Google car crashed and was destroyed, and it was only a prototype. A lot of people believe self-driving cars will stop car crashes and deaths. Others believe it will only create more.
Cost of implementing the new technology could be out of reach for some Americans currently. The engineering, the power, and the computer sensors for the new car would add up to more than $100,000.
The U.S. Department of Transportation says a human life costs more than $9.2 million. People argue that self-driving cars can save money in many different venues like life insurance and healthcare.
The security behind self-driving cars would be a major obstacle, especially because the technology would be big targets for hackers. Hackers may be able to run cars off the roads and cause them to crash into other people.
In order for the cars to operate more efficiently, they would need to communicate with one another. This would help to identify traffic problems and road risks early on. The car can notify the passenger that it will take a different route if there is traffic.
The car would not be able to operate safely under severe weather conditions. Heavy rain can cause the sensor of the car to go AWOL.
Self-driving cars can be very, very beneficial for the disabled. The disabled will have more freedom and mobility. Disabled individuals will not have to rely on public transportation or assistance from others to get around.
Self-driving cars will get rid of a lot of jobs: taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and etc.
Self-driving cars in a large number participate in a behavior known as platooning. This would significantly improve traffic conditions and congestion. This would also help to reduce commute time for drivers in high traffic areas.
In order for the vehicle to operate, a lot of information would have to be stored on the software of the vehicle.
In the future, speed limits may increase when more people use self-driving cars and we know they are safe. Driving time would also be reduced by faster speeds allowed on the road.
The real question is, who would be responsible if the cars got into a crash? Would it be the driver? Would it be the manufacturer? Or the code designer?
Drunk driving incidents should decrease. The car would be able to drive a drunk person home. This would decrease the amount of drunk driving deaths. It would also be safer for pedestrians who are walking on the sidewalk and crossing the road. It would be easier and faster to park your car. Self-driving cars are being developed to drop you off and find a parking spot while you are in a building. The car can be called to pick you up when you are done by pressing a button on your keys.
As you can see, there are more pros than there are cons. People have different visions for the future. Self-driving cars could make